Hey world, it's Ashley B, Habit Coach. I'm really glad that I am making this video for you today. It's very important because it's going to offer a quick, really useful tool that you can use when you are in the process of changing a habit, letting go of those unwanted habits. So ask yourself now to see or answer these questions I have for you to see if this video is for you. So you're going to want to think about, have you ever in your daily life done something and thought, oh, why do I do that? It's something that you do all the time and you don't want to do it. Maybe it's losing your keys. Maybe it's always craving and eating sugar. Maybe it's snapping and going off on someone and overreacting and didn't habitually going off on people or being over defensive or overly sensitive. Maybe it's habitually thinking negative thoughts about yourself. Whatever it is, a habit is just something that you do over and over and over again where you don't even think about what you're doing. It just happens. And habits can be good, habits can be bad. Hey, thank you for joining. So if you have answered yes to any of these questions, if you've ever thought to yourself, why do I do this? Or why am I always going off on someone? Why am I always forgetting things, losing things, eating things I don't want? What you want to do is really listen to what I'm going to say because it's going to help you let go of those things and stop asking those questions for good. But a comment below to let me know where you are. Thanks for waving, guys, and share your favorite emoji in the comments. It would be funny to see if someone two people have the same one. Comment below to let me know if where you are in the world or if you have a habit that you want to change, because I'm going to do a quick habit coaching today. Also, stay to the end because at the end I have a very special offer that someone's going to be able to maybe get a chance to win something. So if you're watching this live or even on IGTV, go ahead and stay to the end because it's really quick. You'll want to absorb everything and remember it quickly and get back to your busy day. So essentially, everyone has a habit that they wish they could change. It could be wanting to eat less sugar, wanting to get up earlier so that they have more time in the day for themselves before they jump into being busy. Maybe it's going to be, a habit at work that you could improve, build a habit that you want so that it can help you move you further in your career or business. And essentially, when you have a habit that you're like, oh, why do I do that? And you try to stop, maybe you try to stop 1 day, 2 days, and by that third day, you're back to your old behavior. And it's frustrating, you feel stuck, you feel like you're on a hamster wheel just getting nowhere. That's completely normal. Your brain is designed to keep things the same. It'll always pull you back into that old behavior because that's its comfort zone. So the first thing you want to know when you are changing your habits is not thinking of it as getting outside your comfort zone, because that can be send a signal to your brain that this is going to cause anxiety or stress. So you're not ever going outside of your comfort zone when you're changing your habits. Instead, think of it as expanding your comfort zone, really growing your comfort zone, so including that new behavior in your existing comfort zone. So just that changing that frame of mind can often help you reach your goals faster. The second thing that I really want you to focus on when changing your habits is not knowing that you're not stopping a habit, you're replacing it. You're replacing it with something that you desire, a behavior you desire, love, that you're proud of. Think of it this way. Think if you have a baby, right? If you've ever been around a child or seen one on TV and they're playing with something that's not safe. Eventually at some point during a baby's life, they're going to pick up something and be like, oh no, you're not supposed to have it. It's dangerous. It could be something sharp or hot or sticky, whatever it is. And you somehow know that when you take that object away from the baby, that they're going to cry, that they're going to throw a tantrum. Whenever you take something a hazardous thing that a baby got hold of, take it away from it, they're going to cry, they're going to throw a tantrum. But what could make that happen? You might give them instead a pacifier to play with, or a toy or a teddy bear, something that's more baby friendly, and suddenly they're not crying anymore. So as the baby grows up, They're adults, and the same principle applies. The brain is the same way. You took something away from the baby, and they're going to throw a tantrum until you replace that with something else, something safer, more desirable. So when you have a habit that you don't want, that you know it's like, oh, I'm habitually pissed off, I'm habitually drinking when I don't want to, I'm habitually sitting my ass on the sofa when I know I should be working out, well, you're going to replace that old behavior instead of changing it or letting it go. That's a lot more soothing. It's a lot more holistic to know that you're replacing it. So those are, I could get into more of the technicality, but focus on right now what we've talked about so far. The first thing is to expand your comfort zone instead of stepping outside of it. The second thing is to go to replacing your habits instead of changing them or ending them altogether. Now, the third thing is getting someone that can really hold you accountable, someone that's going to be there with you. That could be a close friend, that could be a parent, that could be a classmate, that could be a teammate. It could be someone that you meet online, like a messenger board, who's maybe they're an entrepreneur, for instance, and you guys both make time to meet to check in with each other to see if you're meeting your entrepreneur goals. So why do I say get a partner or someone that can hold you accountable? Well, studies show that if you have someone that's observing your progress that you have to check in with to hold you accountable for what you say you're going to do, you're at least 37% more likely to accomplish your goal than if you were just keeping it a secret. So you don't have to go into all the nitty-gritties about your goal with that person, or why you're doing it, or the emotional turmoil that you're going through as you try to reach your goal. All you have to do is simply let them know or ask them, hey, my goal, my new habit is waking up at 6 a.m. every day. Can you call me to make sure I'm up? Can you call me to make sure that I'm not hitting my snooze button, or if I hit my snooze button, I'm getting my ass out of bed? So having someone that's going to hold you accountable is scientifically proven to help you change that habit a lot quicker. One example is me personally. I'm someone who always, my entire life, was a night owl. I always woke up at the last minute before I needed to work. I've worked from, there was a long time where I worked from home for like 4 years, and during that time I would just sleep until about 20 minutes before I had to start my day. And so, I mean, that's not really good, because then it sets the tone the rest of your day. You're like rushing to get everything done. And I can invite you on in just a moment. So yeah, that might be cool. So what you want to do, so what I did was get someone to hold me accountable, to call me every day around 5:55 a.m. to make sure that when my alarm went up that I was getting out of bed. And I just knew that I had to do that so that I didn't have to put my tail between the legs and say, no, I'm not, I'm just going to give up on my goal even though I just started. So after a lifetime of sleeping in and giving myself the luxury of just hitting my snooze 4 and 5 times and procrastinating to get out of bed, after about, 7 days, I naturally was getting out of bed at 5:55 a.m. without my alarm clock and without even the call. I would wake up before the call from my accountability partner came in. So that's one thing that you could do. So I hope that you found this useful. If you want more coaching, let me know. But I have a very exciting offer for you. So you stay to the end. I have designed a 2-week signature habit coaching program where I work one-on-one with my client every day for 2 straight weeks. So they're going to get me as an accountability partner with 24-hour access to me, so they could text or call when they need me. They're also going to get a workbook where they're going to be able to track their emotional, physical, mental state, their progress from having that old habit and replacing it with one that is more desirable for their self-improvement, okay? So the workbook is really going to help them dig into the specifics of what they want, what the excuses that they're making, why they're making their excuses, what fears and hesitations they have about their replacing their habit, what they have tried in the past, why it didn't work. And all these things we're going to work on and desensitize them to their excuses so that their excuses no longer have this control or hold over them. What we're also going to do is just holistically and naturally work with the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is, depending on what study you read, motivates between 88 and 95%, or even up to 98% of your motivations, your beliefs, your behavior, and your habits, right? So what we do with things like the workbook I mentioned and various other exercises is work with the 12% of your mind roughly, and we'll use things like dream therapy, visualization, deep meditation to train and get your subconscious mind on board about that 88%. So together you'll have 100% of your mind working towards your goal of replacing that old habit with one that you love, that builds more self-improvement, more confidence, more self-mastery. Oftentimes it could even mean more money depending on what your habit is that you're changing, more confidence. It could even be in more improved health. You know, if you're looking for a habit that deals with your eating habits or things like that. So this 2-week program is essentially designed to quickly get you to the point where you want to be. And it's really important that you narrow down a habit that you want to release and replace, because what that can do is create a domino effect in your life. We know that there is something called a keystone habit, and it's basically a habit in your life that once you change it, it causes something within you to switch, like a light bulb goes on when you switch this on, that, oh, my habit, like there's something inside me that says, oh, I mastered this one habit, I overcame this one limiting belief or this habitual thing that was causing me lack of health, success, confidence, etc. And it just pours into the other area of your life. So other things that you are procrastinating on or not attending to magically start to draw your attention and your energy, and you put your attention into it. So when you invest in yourself to improve your habits, even just one habit, it can cause you to just be overall more productive and do those things, not the things that you want to do, not the things that you have to do, but the things you really want to do that are going to bring you more of the lifestyle that you desire, that you deserve. You know, you've come so far in your life trying probably many things to get to the point where you are now, and you're probably very successful, or maybe you've tried things and you've healed a lot, but there's always going to be at least one habit that people have that says, you know what, if I didn't do that habitually every day or weekly or monthly, I would feel so much better. If I didn't spend money every time I feel sad, if I didn't call my ex every time, my toxic ex every time I felt, insecure, or if I didn't habitually just, drive people away because of fear of intimacy, I would feel happier. I'd feel more confident. I'd have a better community. I've had healthier relationships. So things like that just are in everyone's life. So if you have a habit in your life that you think, I'd really like to get rid of, just DM me and I can give you a free coaching. Or we could even schedule a free coaching call on Zoom for about 20 minutes where you open up about as little or as much as you want about the habit you want to replace. And I can give you some tips that you can do that on your own. You could also just schedule a 90-minute session with me, which are also proven to be effective. Or if you're someone who you feel like really needs that extra TLC, where you're going to want something to really draw your attention to physically write out your past, present, and your future ideals around this habit, have constant access to a coach who's going to coach you every step of the way, coaching you through when you feel like giving up, coaching you where you feel like you're not good enough, where you're not worthy to reach that new habit, when there's other things demanding your time, when you feel like you want to get distracted and pull you away, or if you're too uncomfortable. All these things occur when you're replacing your old habits and expanding your comfort zone. So if you really want to make change, instead of waiting the average 21 days to build a habit and doing it on your own with all the responsibilities in your life, cutting that time almost in half with just a 2-week program that is going to be really hands-on for you, conditioning 100% of your mind to implement that new habit for more self-mastery, then contact me today. You can DM me directly and we can talk more about this 2-week program. So I'm really excited because if you watch to the end, I know I just gave you a ton of information, but I'm giving one of these 2-week programs away for free. Yes, for free. So there's going to be a contest. So there's going to be something, if you want to participate and get this special signature 2-week program for free that will change your life for more self-mastery, go ahead and do the following. Share 3 of my posts. They're on my feed. You could either something from my feed or my IGTVs. Just go through them and find 3 that you like and share them. Share them to your stories and tag Ashley Loves Habits. So you could say follow Ashley Loves Habits or however you feel about that particular post. Share 3 of them and then tag 3 friends in one of my posts for a chance to win a free signature 2-week habit coaching program to have 100% of your mind working towards your goals of replacing an unwanted habit with one that you love, that you feel proud of, for more self-mastery. So one more time, to qualify for this one free program, you're going to share 3 of my posts, any 3 of you that you like, and in your stories, and tag me in them. I will also share that you did and give you a shout out. And then tag 3 of your friends and my posts, any post that you choose. And I really look forward to working with you. So the winner will be announced next Sunday. And that is going to be, I believe, the 7th of March. But in any case, I really hope that you found value in this video today with the tips I gave earlier. And if you are going to participate in this contest, I really can't wait to see who wins. I will announce the winner next week. You're going to be blown away by the instant success that you have with this 2-week program. So signing off and hope you have a great day, guys. Take care.